What's up, witches? How you doing? Welcome to my channel. I'm Luna. I'm here for an unboxing, and it's a very happy unboxing because it is a gift deck. And I don't mean gift deck like somebody went to my wish list and sent it to me. I mean a deck from my patrons. And I'm sorry, I can't call you Patreons. I hear people saying that. But Patreon is the platform, and the patron is the person that pays me through that platform. So, as captain of the Grammar Police, I refuse to call you Patreons. So from my patrons, who every month have a little poll about which deck I should buy with the stuff that they send me, and this is the deck that won this month. And so patrons are seeing this first. This is the Dream Ritual Oracle cards by Teresa Chung, illustrations by Noel T. A 48-card deck and guidebook. This is Welbeck Balance is the publisher, and it says, let your dreams be your guide on both ends. And I see that they do have a seal thing. I was kind of curious because I just busted this out of the box, and I thought, oh, there's no plastic. Has this been opened? But it hasn't, because we have these stickers that I now have to pick off. Oh, Lord. So, as you can tell, I have not yet looked at these cards, and I love picking stickers, except when I'm shooting a video and I want to get on with things. All right. It is now unstuck. Are you ready to embrace the life-changing potential of your dreams? Your dreams offer a gateway between your conscious waking life and your subconscious dreaming state. The 48 cards in this deck encourage you to explore the profound messages they can offer, gently guiding you to a more fulfilled and meaningful life. The accompanying booklet provides proven dream work rituals for each card, alongside more tools that can be used to train your brain to recall your dreams and their precious wisdom more easily. I like that. Train your brain to recall your dreams. That's all there is to it. I mean, it is a training process. The cards are powered by the potent energy of the moon and its key phases to help you unlock your nocturnal intuition. By performing the dream work rituals in the moon phase featured on each card, you can significantly enhance their power. Let your dreams be your guide. Woo! Okay. Teresa Chung is a dream interpretation expert. She regularly appears in the media and has been researching and writing about dreams, spirituality, personal growth, health, and holistic well-being for the last 25 years. This deck was $24.95 in the US. Nice two-part box with the thumb thingies, and it's a good thing those are there, because if they weren't, you wouldn't be able to get it open, because it's glossy, and glossy tends to kind of stick to itself. Ew! Pretty bright, sunshiny yellow color inside. Interesting choice. Here is the guidebook. Nice chunky little guidebook. We've got 120 some pages. This is copyright 2023, so this is brand new. And I'm trying to actually remember how I found this deck. I found it because I went looking for some more obscure publishers, because, you know, I'm always unboxing things from the big three, or the big five maybe. US Games, Llewellyn, Los Scarabeo, Hay House, Blue Angel, Rockpool, the big six, let's say, in mass market. So this is a really obscure publisher. If you watched my videos recently about The Water and the Dream Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, those also happened on a search for obscure publishers. So they very considerately put little thumb places for you to lift the deck out, although once you take the band off, that ain't gonna work. Nice paper band. I appreciate the lack of plastic. I really do. It's something I don't usually comment on. What the hell? Okay, we just have a little extra thing with a hole in it. I don't know. let's take a look at the book. So yeah, I really am happy to be giving some of the smaller publishers a little bit of airtime on my channel. I think the more publishers we have, the more voices that are throwing in any kind of discipline, the better. All right, introduction. Did we even have a table of contents? Yes, we do. We have an introduction, dream time, the power of ritual, dreaming down the moon. Why am I reacting that way? Because drawing down the moon is something that witches do. Why 48 cards? Oh yeah, so she actually has how to use your dream ritual cards, let your dream games begin, and then we have the cards separated into a little gnat that I'm going to smack in this book in a half a second. It's separated into new, waxing, full, and waning. Don't get off my cards. Go away. Go away. About the author, about the illustrator, and acknowledgments. Let's read the introduction. The Dream Ritual Oracle deck will give you all the tools and techniques you need to recall and understand your dreams better, and more importantly, to work with them to grow in self-awareness. See, I like a very concise paragraph in the beginning. Here's the purpose of this deck. Here's what you're going to get. Every night, you have a not-to-be-missed appointment with Dr. Sleep, except some of us miss that appointment regularly, to ensure your body regenerates and your mind recalibrates. But you also get the amazing opportunity to consult with Professor Dream, who encourages you to adventure in an alternate reality where you can receive life-changing guidance and profound insight from your very own nocturnal intuition. Most of us appreciate the value of quality sleep for our body and mind, but forget that our dreams are truly important messages from our heart and soul. That's where this Dream Ritual Oracle comes in. Given dreams are easily forgotten on waking and rarely make any sense, it's very easy to dismiss or forget them in the healing and empowering wisdom they offer. Dream rituals are actions you can repeatedly do to not just train your body and mind to recall your dreams, and in parentheses, you dream several times a night even if you can't recall them, but also to increase the likelihood of having more vivid, inspiring dreams. And given the intimate connection between the moon and your dreams, with both emerging out of the shadows every night to shine light into your darkness, how lovely! Aligning your rituals with the four main phases of the moon, new, waxing, full, and waning, further harness the transformative potential of your dream work. I promise I won't bite my tongue again. Before you plunge in and start using these cards to help you dream and live bigger and better, please pause and take a moment to mindfully read this introduction. It will help explain the true power of your dreams and why these 48 ritual suggestions are optimum for igniting them, as well as offering grounding advice on how to get the most out of your Dream Ritual Oracle deck. So the section on dream time is a page, the life-changing potential of your dreams, the power of ritual, dreaming down the moon. Okay, I want to read the first paragraph of this. Maybe she's done what she did in the other part. Humans have always been enchanted by their night visions. Looking to our dreams for meaning, guidance, and inspiration is something we've done for centuries. The ancient Egyptians and Greeks regarded dream decoding as a much sought-after supernormal skill, with leaders and the nobility reaching out to professional dream oracles for guidance. They believed that dreams were divine healing messages that could also offer glimpses of the future, while other cultures, such as the Native Americans, believed they were a portal to the afterlife or the unseen world of spirit. So she talks about going down the centuries, how dreams, how we regard dreams has changed within the culture. And then we talk about it wasn't until later that century, the dream interpretation was fully revived with the arrival of Freud and Jung. Okay. I want to look at this dreaming down the moon. Even though ancient cultures had many different beliefs about the moon, all were united in the conviction that the moon had power over both our dreams and our waking lives. Both scientists and spiritual seekers understand that there is a close and intertwined relationship between the moon and the earth. The moon keeps the earth stable and influences the climate as well as the tides. And given that humans consist of around 70% water on an energetic level, it is no surprise that the moon can influence and help keep us feeling balanced too, or profoundly out of balance sometimes. Okay, talks about lunar phases, and we get the symbol, we get a color, and we get the 12 cards in that phase. The second phase, the third, and the waning. Why 48 cards? There are 48 cards in the Dream Ritual Oracle deck because 48 is an important number in numerology. According to numerologists, the number 48 represents cause, 4, and effect, 8. Uniting to create perfect harmony and balance. You add them together, you get a 12/3. 12 between mind, body, and soul, and all the creativity and wisdom. 1 + 2 = 3. That sacred union entails 3. Most especially 9 is my number. It's a powerful reminder that sleep is about refreshing the body, mind, and soul. It suggests that good things are coming your way if you aren't afraid to look deeply into your dreams and towards your future. The number 12 is also of special significance in this deck because it reflects the approximate number of lunar cycles in a year, and the cards are therefore grouped into 4 sets of 12 according to the 4 lunar phases. Furthermore, 12 is the number of completion and spiritual growth. There are 12 months in the year, 12 signs of the zodiac for a reason. Okay, how to use the cards, a daily reading, weekly reading, monthly reading, annual reading, and your dream year. The 48 cards in this deck offer you a suggested order to work through. If you're aligning your dream work with the lunar phases, try to incorporate each of the 12 rituals on the cards associated with that phase into your daily routine at least once during that time. As with dreams where you are the creator and director, you can continue to cycle through them or jump from ritual to ritual in any way you choose. Okay, there's a dream oracle spread. It's a 2-card spread. Let your dream games begin. The artist of your dreams. My sincere thanks to Noelle for her out-of-this-world dream ritual card illustrations. Not all of us consider ourselves creative or as artistically talented as Noelle, but I hope her imaginings will ignite in you a clear understanding that you can be astonishingly creative in your dreams. You have night visions. You are always the gifted artist of your own dreams. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Teresa. Sorry, you guys, I'm particularly parched today. For actually, in this little offset, highlighted within the text of the book, a profound thank you to her artist. Let's read about the author and illustrator. Born into a family of psychics and spiritualists, Sunday Times best-selling author Teresa Chung has been researching and writing about dreams the last 25 years. We read that on the back. Let's see. All right, and then there's more. Since graduating from Cambridge with a degree, okay, she's been researching about dreams and blah, 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 for the last 25 years. Since graduating from Cambridge with a degree in theology and English, holy shit. Her mission has always been to make mysticism engaging, credible, and mainstream. And about the illustrator, Noelle T. is an illustrator based in Australia, fascinated by magic and mystery, childhood storybooks, fairy tales, and the dreaming world have always been a source of inspiration. All right. And then for each card, we get a color image, we get the name of the card, we get qualities, lunar power, ritual precognitive. The ritual here is precognitive dreaming, so we get a ritual, and each ritual has its own name, nocturnal insight, and then a mantra. Off we go. The card backs are appropriately nocturnal. We see this landscape with an emphasis on the sky, and how interesting that there are stars in front of the clouds. Interesting because dreams don't make sense. So this is a dream image. I was looking at the sky and there were clouds, but it's like the stars were in front of the clouds, and you know, well done. Now we start. Okay, here's my first issue. Notice that the card has no number. Notice I don't see anything that tells me that this is new moon. So let's go back to the book here. Moon phase new. Okay. Hold up. Let's also notice that these cards are not in order. Holy shit. Intense confusion. Awaken. Commit. Okay, so the cards in each moon phase section are in alphabetical order, but they are not in order in the deck. Hold on. So awaken is the first. I may edit this part out, but holy shit, that bugs me. Create, foresee, inspire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. I'm assuming those are the new moon ones. Then we get to, this is going to be hard, you guys. So I am mentally making notes for my review of publishers and a deeper deck review, because receive, prepare, okay, record, commit. I'm just trying to find out if these are all actually the new moon ones. Okay, yeah. And then the next phase, I want to see if remember is one of those cards. Yes. Okay. So they seem to be, but you see my problem moving forward. Okay, maybe that's the symbol of the new moon. Does she tell us this? New moon phase. Sometimes called the dark or crescent moon. This is the beginning of the roughly 29-day lunar cycle when for a few days the moon can barely be seen or sometimes cannot be seen at all. Use this phase for setting the clear intention to dream and for reassuring your nocturnal therapist that you truly want to work with your dreams and use the insights you gain from them to change your life for the better. Now, how helpful would it have been? All right, maybe she did, and I missed it. All right, she does give us the symbol. See that? Oh, I can't do that, sorry. See this? We have a colored disc with a darker line around it. I mean, it's kind of opposite, but that's the symbol of the new moon. Horns pointed to the left is the symbol of the waxing. The dark one is the full moon, or the dark spot, or a solid color. There, okay. And then the last right facing horns are the waning moon. I'm getting upset and my throat's getting dry. Okay. So it is confusing because the symbol for the full moon shows a black circle, and here it's a light circle, but there's no border. That at least shows the border on it. So she does give us the information of here's how you tell which phase the cards are in. And then from there, within each section, they are in alphabetical order. How much easier to put a number on them and make them easy to look up. All right, because you're still going to have to, fart around getting through because we don't have individual card listings with a page number. You're just going to have to shuffle through the book and find them. Not that crazy about that. I'm also noticing that our deck is a little warped. See how it's bent, but it's not bent evenly. It's warped. All right. Wow. Notice that the thing that stops me cold and makes me get super fussy is publishing and packaging issues, not issues with the material and the content. All right. So here we have receive. And I see little fishies coming in through the window. And here's, a bed. So this does make sense for receive. It's like I'm in bed and I'm receiving a dream. The little dream fishies are coming through. Prepare. Okay, the image of the egg. Prepare for breaking out of your shell. Prepare for birth. Prepare for a beginning. You always prepare when something's a beginning or there's going to be a change. Observe. This one I'm having a hard time making sense of. But those are dreams, right? That's very congruent with the whole context of the deck. Record. And there's a dream journal. Commit. So now we can see that new moon symbol very large. And it makes sense because we have like the moon and the sun, I guess, on top of each other, which is what the new moon is. They're conjunct. I don't really make sense of the image with commit, but I guess I don't have to. This is dream sense. And here's the little fishes again. Do we have little fishes? No, not in every card. Reframe, more little fishes. Gratitude. Immerse. So some are verbs, some are nouns. Awaken. Create. It's certainly a limited palette. We've got these bluey-greeny twilight colors. Even when there are other colors, they are shaded down. I like the art supplies there for C. Ew. The clock and the stairway are very interesting there, and the lamppost. Inspire. Thank you for music. I have received a couple songs in a dream state. Actually, I've received many songs in a dream state, but only a couple did I get my ass out of bed and write down. Because they come through and it's like, oh, that's so strong, I'm never going to forget it. But you know what? You are. As soon as you open your eyes, you're going to forget. Remember. Okay, so now we are in, you can see very much the new moon symbol. Now we are in the waxing phase. Remember. Manifest. Patience. How interesting that there's pouring water here, and it looks like it's pouring in phases. Patience. Strength. Very interesting. I like this image with strength. And, right away, I'm not looking for these one-to-one make sense images because we're in the dream thing and a lot of them don't make sense to me yet. But this one, we usually see strength as something kind of static, strong foundation, stone, heavy, But this one, look at the tossed ocean, the waves, the lightning, strength about being able to stay afloat in the middle of that chaos. Request. Look at the little egg timer. I just realized I want one of those. Balance. Yes. Intuition, more fishes. Intuitions. Relax. I like that relax is in the waxing phase. A lot of times we would think relax would be in the waning phase. Let it go. But no, relax as things are building. Fascinating. Look at all little starfishies. Nourish. Ponder. And there's a pond. Illuminate. Flow. Look Look at the thread. Can you see it? There's this tiny thread tied. Is it going out the window? Lasso the moon. Look at that. It's tethered to the moon. I love that image. As a little kid, pardon me, I've told this story probably a million times in my videos, but I had a thing when I was a little autistic kid about connecting things and tying things together. And I used to sit, back in before the days of remote controls, and tie like my jump rope to the channel changer of the TV and sit across the room holding it and get this secret thrill that we were connected. But it makes sense now. I'm a reader. I'm all about connections. So that kind of thrills me. All right, now we are in full moon. Impulse. Soul. Barrier. All of these nouns so far in the full moon phase. Freedom. Ego. Interesting. Wow. Ego. Fascinating. Regret. Approve. There's a verb. Purpose. Again, we have wobbly clocks. Empathy. Adventure. Passion. Transition. Now we're into the waning moon. Forgive. Very interesting images I'm fascinated to get into the writing and see how these tie together. Closure. Wow. Falling stars and lots of little moons. Trust. Surrender. I love that image. It's kind of like the whole earth is inside this big moon cradle. Calm. Heal. Release. Reflect. Synchronicity. Wow. Reconnect. Revisit. And compassion. I have lighted my charcoal. Let's do a blessing as I put my lighter off. Anyway, I am starting to feel better, but I have shot 2 videos in a row, and I just got slightly clobbered. So, not entirely back. By air and fire. May you be purified, charged, and inspired. And by water and earth, may you be blessed and made whole. And the same goes for the author. And by the sound of the bell, may the spirit awaken within you. Oops. Okay. And to my guides and guardians, allies and ancestors, thank you for being here. Thank you for, piloting my dreams and giving me such interesting ones over the years. Thank you for being here. Help me with this deck. I offer you fresh water, and I offer you the fire of Azrael to start smoking. Hold on. I gotta nudge it over to the lit part. The fire of Azrael to awaken the spirit of divination in the deck. Okay. Let's have a shuffle. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I mean, it's a holdable deck, but look, like I said, you can tell they're warped. You see? When I'm holding them up on edge and this little corner is peeking out, they're definitely warped. So we're starting out behind the 8 ball, but hopefully, oh, not bad at all. Phew. Not bad at all. Okay. It's always, you know, gird my loins when I go to shuffle a deck. But that's how traumatizing bad cardstock is, you guys. Oh my God. All right, so the cardstock is all right, except that it's warpy. I hope they're not gonna, you know, stay warpy. Let's do a couple more shuffles this way. And I haven't really looked at how to use the cards, so we'll go back to the book for that. And they did suggest a 2-card spread. Now watch, she'll say, separate all the phases. Please don't do that. Please, please. Okay. Let's see. I did see one. Okay, Dream Oracle spread. You can use the deck to ask for general guidance on how best to deepen your dream work in the longer term. Simply shuffle the deck, then pull out 2 cards and lay them down in front of you. The first card suggests something you can do immediately to understand your dreams better, while the second card points to what the future direction of your dream work needs to take. To what the future direction of your dream work needs to take. That should be to what future direction your dream work needs to take. Let's take the out of there. And what you should be focusing on in the weeks ahead. Editing issue. You may also wish to do this 2-card spread for a loved one, a friend, or anyone who has questions about the relevance or meaning of their dreams. So we're going to do that. The first one is something we can do immediately to understand our dreams better. And the second one, what is the future direction that our dream work needs to take? All right. They're telling me to cut the deck into 2 piles and take the card off the top of each. All right, so we're going to cut. We're going to take top card, and then we're going to cut for the second one. Oops. All right, they don't want me to shuffle them anymore. Okay. I'm going to do this with my left hand. I'm going to cut to the left. This is our first card. This is our second card. All right. When you do that, when you're doing, you know, a different way of selecting cards than just shuffling and taking off the top, while you're shuffling, tell your deck what you're going to do. Tell your deck how you're going to pick the cards. It's always good to communicate, you know. Okay. So, and I need to read this again because I've already forgotten. Something we can do immediately to understand our dreams better. Balance. This is the waxing moon phase. So yes, the symbols on the card do make it a lot easier. Waxing phase and then balance. Since they're in alphabetical order, it's the first one in that section. All right. The qualities: challenge, blindside, surprise, reveal, galvanize. Right away, I'm challenged. Okay, balance, challenge, blindside, surprise, reveal, galvanize. I'm having a hard time making sense of those keywords or those qualities with the title of balance. Lunar power. The moon is waxing and growing in the sky, gradually revealing her true essence. So use this period of growing lunar energy and illumination to perform this ritual until it feels natural for you to suspend your disbelief. Think backward, sideways, upward, and upside down and create the world of your dreams. Ritual. Wake up the dreaming mind. So this is something that we can do immediately to make our dreams better. Set a timer on your phone for 1 minute. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and focus on the present moment, on what you are doing and thinking right now. Wherever you are in your day, tell yourself you are now going to remember the last 24 hours in reverse order. Start from the present moment and then work backward in time, recalling as much as you can in reverse order and including any dreams you have had in that backward moment. Stop your reverse motion thought experiment when the timer goes off. How interesting. So the ritual, the exercise here that's going to help us is recall, being able to back up into moments. How can this be helpful in dream recall? It's obvious. To be able to back yourself back into your dreaming state. Wow. Nocturnal insight. Your dreaming mind loves to tell you things that you don't already know about yourself. It wants you to constantly discover new perspectives and in the process, unlock your untapped creative potential. But your dreams reflect who you are and what you think about during the day. If your waking routine and thoughts are predictable, you starve your dreaming mind of content to revisit and reinterpret in your dreams. The more stimulated your brain and the more rewarding your daily routine, the more insightful and awake your dreaming mind can be at night and in your dreams. In essence, if you want your dreams to be memorable and meaningful, you need to recharge your brain. That makes total sense. This ritual can help you to cultivate the ideal dream-inducing mindset. Asking your brain to remember the previous 24 hours of your waking reality in reverse order seriously challenges your logical or rational left brain, which adores order. When you are awake, your rational brain is the boss. It overshadows the more creative, intuitive, and imaginative right side of your brain, which is where your dreams are born. Yes, the gateway to the subconscious. But when you fall asleep, your rational mind switches off, allowing your creative mind freedom to express itself in your dreams. This is why your dreams don't obey the logical laws that govern waking reality. They come from a different place where there are no rules. You are free and anything is possible. Every time you perform this ritual, it will completely blindside your rational brain's waking dominance and bring some much-needed balance. Okay, so here we go. Now she's wrapping these things up together. So how we're going to get to this balance, and remember, this is a dream oracle, so we're not talking about balance in waking life. We're not talking about balance between work and home life. We're not talking about that. Everything here is here, right here. So she's talking about the balance between waking and sleeping brain, waking and dreaming brain. And so to bring that balance, we surprise and blindside the left logical brain so it gets the fuck out of the way, and then the right brain, the subconscious, the illogical brain can come up to the same level. Not take over, but come up to the same level. When we sleep, it takes over. But this exercise, I'm thinking, if you can do this exercise while you're awake, it helps bring up that level of the subconscious mind during your waking hours, which can really, engage your brain more. I'm loving this. Okay, it sends a message to your dreaming mind that you are truly willing to override the dominance of logic and are ready to be surprised by the irrational creativity of your dreams. All right. Teresa, it's great. So many times I get a deck where, Tarot, Oracle, doesn't matter, where we have a strong image. I'm getting, immediate interpretations. You go to the book, keywords don't match the image at all, or we've got a keyword and the description doesn't match that. These immediately, my left brain went, what the fuck, that makes no sense. So kudos for you smacking me into that place where my left brain shut the fuck up for a few minutes without even doing this ritual. Well done. High five. All right. Don't worry if when you first attempt this ritual you find it tough. It's like writing with your non-dominant hand. It will take time. You are programmed to think forward, and this ritual requires you to suspend reason and order and think backward. Be patient with yourself, as you may only manage 10-second bursts at first, but even that is enough to send the right message to your dreaming mind. Keep practicing, and over time you will feel comfortable thinking back to front and upside down. Mantra: my dreams never fail to surprise me. So this is what we can do. We can start practicing feeding the right brain, giving that right brain time to come out and play while we're in our waking consciousness. Yeah, this is great. I'm very happy. Second card, and this is the one that says, the future direction that our dream work needs to take. Revisit. We have revisit. All right, let's go to the waning. Here we go. Revisit. It's not really hard to find the cards. It could be easier, but it's not really hard. All right, the qualities of revisit are rediscover, reignite, revise, reevaluate, unexpected. Now see, those jive with the title. But I am now, every time I use this oracle and I hit that balance card, we have a special relationship now. Okay. The lunar power. Just as the waning moon reveals only part of your light, let this moon phase remind you that your dreams are elusive and never predictable. They are going to shine a nightlight into your shadows, the things within you that you may be denying, repressing, or hiding from understanding or confronting during the day. I'm curious. All right, under lunar power, it's something different for each card. Ritual: rewrite a dream. Select a dream you've had recently that alarmed you in some way. It can be a nightmare, or it can simply be a symbol in a dream that you found disturbing or made you feel negative or anxious in some way. Revisit in your mind's eye and write down on a piece of paper what you can recall in as much detail as possible. If you find that too traumatic, just focus on one element of the dream rather than on its entirety. As you write, try to understand what it has to say. Then rewrite the dream so it transforms from a negative story or experience or feeling into a positive and happy one. Choose an uplifting progression or ending for your dream and write that ending in as much detail as you can. Don't let logic, reason, or even time or space stand in your way. Remember, this is your dream and literally anything is possible. Don't worry about spelling and grammar. Just take what the dream gave you as a starting point and then let your imagination go wild and transform everything into an unexpected happy ending. These are excellent. And, you know, why wouldn't they be? This woman went to Cambridge and, you know, has got the goods. All right. Nocturnal insight. Unless we understand and face difficult emotions or experiences, they remain repressed and hidden. In our waking lives, we often avoid confronting what is holding us back for fear of what it might reveal. Hello. However, your dreams want you to face your shadow side. That's why if you aren't taking on board the messages being sent to you every night, sometimes your dreaming mind will shock and surprise you with a nightmare scenario because it knows you are more likely to recall it and ponder the meaning. She's rocking my world. And when you do give yourself a chance to revisit a nightmare, you will find that it loses its power. All repressed emotions truly want is to be noticed, understood, and in some cases loved, so that you can then move forward with a deeper understanding of yourself. I got to stop for a second because I need to validate that the things that you avoid, the shadow that you are denying and avoiding working with, will pop up in your dreams in the form of, you know, regular symbols, but the more you ignore it, it will give you something to shock you into awareness. And I can tie to this with the fact that throughout the majority of my life, Tornadoes have been my recurring nightmare. Thank you, Wizard of Oz, at 5 years old with a horrible earache. Um, and I mean, they were terrifying when I was younger and in my young adulthood, absolutely fucking terrifying. And real too. I know what it feels like to get the air sucked out of your lungs in a tornado, something I never thought of happening, and I have felt that. But as I became an adult into my 30s and really started doing my core therapy, they changed. I still have tornado dreams. They aren't frightening now. They just show up as a symbol somewhere, you know? And so, yeah, I can validate that as you deal with your shadow, the nightmare element kind of goes away. And that element is there. The nightmare element is there now. You can use that as a signal of there is something in you that needs to be healed. There is trauma. There are traits, shadow traits, whatever this is, that you need to address. Excellent. Okay. Where did I stop? You'll find, okay, this ritual also transformative, acknowledging your shadow side. Okay, shows that your shadow doesn't have power over you. You get to choose your thoughts and feelings and influence what happens in your dreams. Indeed, research shows that rewriting nightmares lowers the chances of having them again. I can think of 3 people immediately that I want to tell that to. And when it comes to dream decoding, let this ritual inspire you not only to focus on understanding the meaning of happy or positive dreams, but also to pay equal attention to nightmares. Chances are these impressions will have more to teach you because growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Mantra, my dreams delight me. So here's an invitation. So the way forward for us in our dream work is to go back and start revisiting dreams. First of all, we do this exercise of thinking backwards to sort of flex our right brain muscle during waking hours as well. And then we go back and look at some of our dreams, particularly the upsetting ones. We can start with those because those are the ones you don't tend to forget, right? And here I'm thinking, that if you have a nightmare that happened many years ago and you've kind of pushed it out of your consciousness, or, it's like, oh, I'm afraid to go back there, maybe that would be a good thing for you to do if you feel ready to go back, revisit the nightmare, and rewrite parts of it. Re-encounter it. Oof, okay. Just in reading the entries on 2 cards, I've learned a lot. And I super appreciate it. What do you guys think of this deck? I expected, I have to say, a dream deck to have more descriptive images, but again, I'm expecting them to be descriptive to my logical brain, and they aren't. I do wish, however, with balance and surprise, challenge, all the things that I read under this card, I kind of do wish that image showed more of that, because this doesn't say challenge and surprise, especially the clock. So the images are nice, but I'm not going to say that they are the key thing with this deck. If anything, they can just be something to hook onto. They certainly are the thing that guides you to where to look up the image in the deck, But the images themselves, I have to say, aren't in the foreground here. They aren't the most important thing with this deck. So this is, I don't think I would use this as a deck to read for somebody else unless you do this 2-card thing. You could, with the keywords, I could lay out 3 cards and go, remember, nourish, ponder, and you could certainly do a reading out of that. So yes, you could. You're not going to get a lot of additional information from the images. I'm doing this because it's still warpy. Ooh, it seems to have flattened out with that. Okay. So you could do it just as a keyword oracle reading deck, but I would say this deck is worth its weight in gold for your own practice, for I mean, tapping this woman's brain. Teresa Chung, hell yeah. I don't know if I have any more to say. Hit the like below. Let's have a conversation. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if it rings your bell as far as, dream stuff goes. I do appreciate this Welbeck balance. I can't remember if there were other decks there. There may have been. At any rate, 2 thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Hey, if you want me to read for you on an unboxing video, go down below to the Amazon wish list, find a deck, buy it for me, send me your question if you have one. If not, it'll be a general reading, and I will forever bless your name every time I use that deck. All right, you guys, I hope your day is awesome, and until I see you next time, this is Luna. Blessed be.